Hi, and welcome back to the Study Unifi's Daily With series. In today's video, we'll be talking about 10 very common and very interesting metaphors that you can learn and add to your spoken English and your written expression in English. Firstly, what is a metaphor? A metaphor is a figurative way of speaking, which says one thing but actually means another. It is used to add color to your language. The first metaphor is comparing something to a zoo. This place is a zoo. Now, what does this mean? It means something, a place, is very disorderly, very noisy, and very confused. Look at the sample sentences to see how this has been used. The classroom during the last week of school was a complete zoo, with students excited and running around. Here, this means that the classroom was disorderly, noisy, and also confused. Look at the next example. The shopping mall on Black Friday resembled a zoo with shoppers everywhere and long lines at every store. So here a shopping mall has been compared to a zoo, which too means it was disorderly, confused, and noisy. The next metaphor we'll learn today is calling something a band-aid. A band-aid is a solution to a problem that doesn't really solve the problem. It's just a temporary solution. Look at the sample sentences. Giving her a quick apology was like putting a band-aid on the situation. The underlying issue still needed to be resolved. Here, the apology is described as a band-aid. Why? Because it was just not enough as a solution. Look at the next example. The company's decision to cut costs by reducing employee benefits felt like a band-aid solution, as it didn't address the long-term financial challenges. This solution, according to this sentence, was a band-aid. Why? Because it was a very limited solution to a very big problem. The next metaphor we will learn today is pulling up your socks. To pull up your socks means to improve your performance or to improve your output. Look at the sample sentences. If you want to succeed in your new job, you need to pull your socks up to show your dedication. That means improve your performance if you want to succeed in a new job. The next example. After receiving a low grade on his test, the student decided to pull up his socks and study harder for the next one. This student did pretty badly in his first test and wanted to improve his performance, and hence the phrase pulling up his socks is used. The next metaphor, it's raining something. This is used when there is an abundance of something, usually in a very short time frame. Look at the first example. During the festival, it was raining discounts and schemes at every shopping mall we went to. This means no matter which shopping mall the speaker went to, there was an abundance of discounts and schemes. So it was raining discounts and schemes. Now let's look at the next metaphor. Getting cold feet. Getting cold feet means getting nervous about a particular situation, usually something that is about to happen in the future. Look at the first example. The bride-to-be got cold feet on a wedding day and almost considered calling it off. This means that the bride was so nervous before her wedding that she almost cancelled it. She got cold feet. The next metaphor, scoring an own goal. Scoring an own goal is used when you try to do something that is supposed to be beneficial to you. When you try to do something that is supposed to be beneficial to you, but actually it ends up harming you. Just like a player in football scores an own goal that goes against his own team. Let's look at the first example. The Cambridge graduate scored an own goal by demanding such high wages that no one could afford to employ her. The Cambridge graduate basically demanded high wages to benefit herself, but this harmed her. because nobody wanted to pay her that much. Hence, she scored an own goal. The next metaphor we will learn today is tunnel vision. Tunnel vision is an extremely restricted vision. It signifies a very, very narrowed perspective when you can focus only on one thing and not others. Look at the first example. Due to his tunnel vision for profits, the businessman ignored the ethical concerns raised by his employees. This means that the businessman was focused only on profits and thus ignored other very important concerns. Look at the second example. The author's focus on finishing the book led to tunnel vision, causing her to neglect her health and personal life. This means that the author was so focused on finishing a book that she started ignoring other stuff that was equally important. Being an open book is yet another metaphor that is used by a lot of people. Being an open book means being very open, very transparent about what kind of person you are, what you are thinking, how you feel about something or someone. Look at the first example. She's so comfortable with her friends that she's like an open book, sharing even the most personal stories. This means that she tells her friends everything about herself, and so she is like an open book. The next metaphor is being under the weather. Under the weather usually means being ill or being sick, though not seriously sick. You use it to describe having a fever or having a cold or having a mild virus. Look at the sample sentence. I won't be able to come to the party tonight. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Here the speaker means he's feeling slightly sick, so he will not be able to attend the party. Next, we will look at another metaphor. And this metaphor is a melting pot. A melting pot is a very harmonious blend of people from many different ethnicities and many different backgrounds. It is also a harmonious blend of other things. Look at the first example. New York City is often described as a melting pot, as it's home to people from all around the world. So here, people from different cultures, different ethnicities, different backgrounds make up the populace of New York. Hence, it is called a melting pot. Now let's look at the second example. The international festival showcased a true melting pot of cultures, with food, music, and traditions from different countries. Here, the melting pot is many different traditions, many different kinds of food, many different kinds of music that all harmoniously blend together to form a palatable whole. That's it for today's video. Use this video to add these metaphors to your collection of metaphors. You can use them in writing. You can also use them while speaking. They will enrich your vocabulary and also your lexical resource. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with another installment of Study Unifees Daily With series. Contact Study Unifees for all your English language proficiency testing, and study abroad needs. To contact us, simply log on to studyunifees.io. Till then, all the best.